don't cry for me, Argentina.
Oh,
I'm
you're
very
kidding.
good with that. That's how I impress people, and I just need that one song, and then I'm done.
Welcome to Mosaic of China, a podcast about people who are making their mark in China. I'm your host, Oscar Fuchs. So this is the second special compilation episode from Season 1, and this one contains all 30 of the guests' answers to the question, what is your go-to song to sing at KTV? KTV being the shorthand name for karaoke in China. I'll keep my intro short this time, but I'll be back at the end of the episode where I'll reveal a little extra surprise. Ross Coleman, the theatre producer from episode 22.
KTV has completely changed the way that I think about karaoke here. The American style, the Western style, let's call it, is to take this microphone, get up, prance about like everybody's looking at you, like you have to do some sort of performance, like you have to make it in some sort of big deal or something, when actually you could just sit there, choose a load of songs, whoever's the best one at singing it or wants to sing it can sing that song, sit back, do the song to a really high quality level as if you're playing a game, and then pass the mic to the next person. If you get bored, you don't have to finish the song. And so one of the things that we have a tendency to do at KTV is just to rush on in there, get everything on order, and then choose all of the ones that we know, and then somebody can just take it, like if they want to take it. I think the time that I most ingratiated a room was doing a duet with my mate Ben to Bonnie Tyler's Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Oh, a classic.
Yes. And so I still do have my favourites, but I'm really happy to let go of the experience and be like, just pick any ones we actually know the words to and we'll all jump in.
Yang Yi, the broadcaster from episode 21.
Okay, here's a song in Chinese called 最炫民族风, and it's a song of miracle.
Okay.
Well, this is not my favorite song, but I think it is my go-to song, in the karaoke. Because it's a very good song for warming up. And for me, I think entertain my friend is very important thing for me. Sometimes when we go to a KTV, the first 20 minutes is very embarrassing, right? Someone is picking their own song, someone is order drink and food, someone is chit-chat, and no one is focusing on singing. So this song is, it's a very good way to everyone pay attention to you.
Sabrina Chen, the dance program curator from episode 26.
Bohemian Rhapsody. One of the reasons why I like this song very much is because it's similar to musical. Because I used to work in a musical company too.
Angie Wu, the jewellery craftsman from episode 18.
So don't cry for me, Argentina.
Oh,
I'm
you're
very
kidding.
good with that.
Okay, so that's because you're Argentinian, or at least 1/8 Argentinian.
No, but also because the song falls into my voice range, and I can do that high pitch really nicely. But usually after that song, I cannot sing anymore. But I love it, and also people know I'm from Argentina, so they love to hear me singing this song. That's how I impress people, and I just need that one song, and then I'm done.
Jorge Lucio, the marketer for Sprite from episode 5.
Surprisingly, it's a Chinese song, Fei de Gong Gao. I don't know if you know that most of the companies, when the first year that you arrive, you need to perform in the annual dinner. So I needed to perform. They say, what do you do? And I say, well, I think I like singing. So they say, oh yeah, let's put you to sing. And I said, oh my God, I need to. And then I was in a business trip in Guangzhou. And I was listening to this song, and I said, "Oh, this song is so beautiful." And they told me what the song was about. It was like overcoming problems, and we were having like this super troubled project at that time. And I said, "Oh, Mom, this is so perfect." So the song is about that.
Stefan de Monco, the events company CEO from episode 19.
I think the one song that I vaguely remember is 对面的女孩看过来. it brings me back to my first time in Asia, which was in 2000. So I was doing Chinese over the summer, and then I did an internship in Singapore, and that song has just been released that summer. So it just brings me back to that kind of like being a baby, not understanding anything, trying to make sense of what was around me. And obviously, I think the more you move forward, the more you know that you don't know anything.
Astrid Pokosian, the violinist from episode 4.
People think that I have to sing really well because I'm a musician. I have to perfect tune, and all my life is all about being in tune. So when I'm in KTV, I'm trying to sing as out of tune as possible, and I try to go for those songs, that sad ones like Michael Jackson, "You Are Not Alone," and I'm trying to do it in a super out of tune way, and I really enjoy it. But I'm the only one enjoying it, I believe.
Abe Deo, the tour manager from episode 27.
SHE, Superstar. I'm not going to sing any of it, not on here, but that was my go-to.
And did it impress people, or was it like, oh god, he's bringing that one out again?
Oh, it impressed, because, it's a Chinese song.
Yeah.
You know, the Taiwanese band is. Yeah.
I'm still on the search for a good song to learn.
It's pretty easy.
It's a pretty easy one?
I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't learn every word. But I could fake part of it. It's easy to fake a lot of it, and then
is it?
you get the chorus. She's my superstar.
Yael Frajun, the historical researcher from episode 12.
Killing Me Softly. That's the only song that I actually remember all the lyrics. And for some reason they have it in KTV. I try to avoid KTVs, to be honest, as much as I can. But if I do go and I'm forced to sing, then this is the song that I probably will choose.
Michael Z, the Instagram influencer from episode 7.
Oh, so KTV, I've actually never done KTV in China. I've only ever done karaoke in Japan. My last memory of karaoke in Japan was this enormous skyscraper that was like 10 floors of rooms, and they had costumes. You could pick a costume to wear whilst you sing. And so I was a beer bottle, giant beer bottle, and Mark was wearing the Bjork swan dress. And we were with a big group of people from France, and I remember they were this French team. They were like, oh, we're going to be so good at this. And then when we actually got in the room, they were really bad and just really kind of like, oh, you guys sing. And I remember putting on Nirvana, and they just went wild. And I've got a video of them headbanging to Nirvana. Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Nini Sum, the artist from episode 16.
Linkin Park. Yeah, because I don't really go to KTV. The last time I went there was maybe several years ago. And when I was in high school, the Linkin Park was really popular. So it's like me and my some classmates, and they are doing the rap parts, I'm doing the singing parts, or it's a long time ago.
I kind of want to see you do that now. You're very softly spoken, but I can see that you have a punk side to you that would come out pretty strong.
Yeah.
Emily Madge, the aquarium conservationist from episode 14.
So I'm not much of a singer at KTV. I'm usually the one sat down watching, drinking the wine. But I would go Hey Jude if I had to.
Even with all the long la la la.
Yeah, it gets everyone going. Everyone joins in with the la-las.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe it's an end of the night kind of one.
Right. Yeah. Well, you don't remember how annoyed you are at the 10th la la la.
Yeah. And everyone's too drunk to remember me singing.
That's actually a very good point, because then everyone sings on top of you, and then you can just slide away and go back to the wine in the corner.
Exactly.
Oh, very good.
Tactical.
Noah Sheldon, the documentary filmmaker from episode 9.
My favorite KTV song is, if you want to get everyone going, you can always do Tiny Dancer.
Oh, very good.
I think that's a
classic.
Everyone loves that.
Greg Nance, the ultramarathon athlete from episode 23.
Led Zeppelin's When the Levee Breaks. It's a beautiful song, and it's fun to introduce because none of my Chinese friends have heard that before. And so when available, it's not always, but that's what I like. What's always available, what I've been talked into a number of times, and I've sort of had to claim it as a result, is a lady named Natalie Imbruglia sung Torn, which is like a 1998 super pop hit or something, and colleagues make me sing that one when we go out because I do give a pretty good rendition. Thank you, Natalie.
Oh, wow. Well, of course I know that because I'm a Brit and we were fed a diet of Australian soaps, and she's an Australian soap star.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Which most Americans don't realise when
Did
they...
not.
No.
Wow.
Gina Lee, the Invention Company CEO from episode 6.
I don't know if you know, there's a animation serial called Xi Yang Yang. It's like happy sheeps everywhere.
Oh, I have seen it, yeah.
Yeah, that's the song that every time I will sing it. It's like a kid's song, singing about the cabbage and like vegetables and carrots and everything. So I just love that lyrics. It's like I'm singing all the vegetables together because I'm a sheep.
Nick Yu, the playwright from episode 13.
I went to KTV many times with my colleague, with my friend. My voice is not that good, but I have one song is from a movie. In Chinese, name is 大实话. That movie is about a member of the Communist Party, Zhao Yulu. He is real famous in China. He died in the 1950s. That story is really touched a lot of people for many generations. But in that film, have a song. It sounds really difficult, but I love it.
Sebastian Denez, the inclusion advocate from episode 11.
That's not a fancy one. That's a John Denver, Country Roads, Take Me Home.
Oh, the classic.
Yeah, classic one. Easy to sing, but also a lot of meaning. In the first years in China was a song that were referring to home in France, and over the years, home is here.
Lizanthia Taylor, the pain expert from episode 28.
November Rain.
No.
Yeah.
The whole 9 minutes?
Yeah, and don't touch that button or we have to start at the start.
Oh, man. Lexi Comstock, the cookie supplier from episode 20.
Okay, so my go-to is Alanis Morissette, You Ought to Know.
Oh.
It's just a great one, but I'm going to say the best move I've ever pulled at KTV, and I love KTV. We actually haven't been together. We should totally go.
Why has that not happened?
I don't know. But the best move that I ever did was I went to a KTV with people I wasn't that close with. And so at like 2 a.m., everyone's pretty drunk. Like people are singing their intense songs. And at 2 a.m., I put on Enya's Only Time. Like, who can say? And it was so funny because everyone was like, who is this girl? Like, what is she singing? And I was taking it really seriously. And everyone's kind of drunk by that point. So like half the people didn't remember, but the people who do were like, what is that? So that was really fun.
Maple Zwo, the comedian from episode 2.
I love Adele. Very deep voice and very emotional.
Yeah, but very hard to sing.
I go to KTV always on my own.
Oh, really?
So I can scream. I'm really bad at singing, but like scream like, I can find someone just like you.
Simon Minetti, the business leader from episode 17.
Probably the Bee Gees. What is you can't tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time. What is it? What is that?
Stay Alive.
Stay Alive. Sorry, just screamed now. I just got so excited. So you can see it just comes out.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Vivu, the fitness community leader from episode 8.
This is really embarrassing, but anything by Mariah Carey. As soon as a song comes on, I'm belting it.
That is a very adventurous and ambitious goal, and I believe you to be a very adventurous and ambitious person. I think that speaks volumes about you, that question.
Oh gosh, don't invite me to KTV.
Octo Chung, the fashion designer from episode 30.
I think most of the Hong Kong people, they will like Eason Chen. We can find lots of Hong Kong culture in the lyrics. So the one I love is called 歲月如歌.
Sanford Brown, the biochemist from episode 29.
If I had any ability to sing, I would not be working in research and innovation. I would be a lounge singer, because that is my desire in life. But sometimes you're given gifts, and that is not a gift at all that I have in any way, shape, or form. That said, if there was one song, older one, 小苹果, Small Apple. It's a few years old. It was a dance song here. And well, you have to see the video as well.
Philippe Gas, the Disney Resort CEO from episode 1.
I cannot do anything but think about Beauty and the Beast. I've been very involved in the new Broadway show that we have here, Shanghai Disney of Beauty and the Beast. And I have spent so much time both in New York and here with the team working on that. So it sticks to my mind right now, I would say. Beauty and the Beast.
Laurie Lee, the private club GM from episode 10.
I think because sometimes I go with a Chinese friend, sometimes go with a Western friend, I have to pick up a song which both people can understand. So I will pick up Yesterday Once More. So everyone can sing together. And it used to be a very sad song, but when 10 people sing together, it will be very joyful.
Eric Olander, the journalist from episode 3.
This is quite revealing. I've spent a significant chunk of my adult life in Asia, Taiwan, Japan, Vietnam, China. I don't do KTV. I don't do it for the betterment of society, and I don't do it because you don't want to hear me sing. And
but I do.
Oh no, you really, really don't. But I could do, shower singing, oh God, your whole character will be judged on how hip you are on what song you sing. Oh, I'll say American Pie. My Miss American Pie went to the. Okay,
Eric, it's beautiful. What's wrong with you?
This is why you don't want me. I'll be on that front line podcasting, but not singing.
Gigi Chang, the translator from episode 24.
I don't really. I either like some sort of 80s Hong Kong TV theme song, or try very miserably and impossibly to sing this Chinese band called New Pants, 新裤子. Okay. But yeah, it's impossible. We're very bad at karaoke.
Tom Barker, the diplomat from episode 25.
I have done Noraebang, which is the Korean version of KTV. I sing in the way that a diplomatic personality should, so dogs howl and screech in the distance. So I try not to do it very often, but my song of choice is Psy's Champion, which is a song he did, I think, in 2004 or 5, right before he got banned from Korean media for smoking marijuana.
Well, you're certainly burnishing your Korean credentials right there. Which is funny, since we're not in Korea, actually, Tom.
No, well, I need to find a good Chinese song.
Srinivas Yanamandra, the compliance leader from episode 15.
I think people will ban me if I go to KT and start singing, so don't venture into that.
Do you sing at all, like when you're whistling down the street, or...?
No, when I started, in fact, I didn't do much karaoke, but I happened to do a karaoke in, I think, a couple of months before. And people started thinking that the machine got corrupt, because they said that when we started doing the karaoke, I think a few weeks before, it was working fine. And when I started singing, they say that why this voice is not getting picked up, and they all got surprised as to why this is happening. Then they understood that it is not a problem with the machine, so they let the individual go out of that room.
I'm trying to link this back to what you said before about machines harassing people and
maybe people... it is people harassing machine.
Well, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed that compilation as much as I enjoyed putting it together. And you may have already heard me talk about this elsewhere, but I actually made a special version of this episode. That version includes excerpts of the music that each of the guests mentioned. And I'm really happy with the way it turned out, actually. It's a lot of fun listening to the music as the guests are talking about it. Sadly, I couldn't publish that version publicly because of copyright issues. But if you'd like to hear it, then you certainly can. Please get in touch with me on social media and I'll share it with you privately. You can message me through Instagram and Facebook on the handle Mosaic of China, or send me a note on WeChat. To connect with me there, just find me on my username, Oscar10877. And when you receive it, please don't pass it to anyone else. It hasn't been designed for that. It should just be seen as a personal gift from me to you. The next compilation episode will be released in 2 weeks' time, and it'll be an anthology of the things that still surprise the guests about life in China. See you then!
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Thank you so much.
Great, thank you.
My pleasure too.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great to see you too.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.